Did you ask yourself, what are the key goals I wanted to achieve in 2019? Because there's a huge difference between wishes and goals. What most people do is at the beginning of each year, they write down their wishes thinking it's goals. But very few of us set a clear plan behind our goals. You know, there was something in 2018, we wrote a goal that we will build a campus for our school in Lagos. And when we wrote it down, what we did was every kobo that was coming into the organization, we're channeling it to that project. And in about 16 months, we completed the building. One of the things in my discussion with Emma, that he decided that in 2019, he wanted to hit his target. And one of the things he did was that he decided to drop other businesses that he was doing. If you are not focused this year, if you don't say clearly that in this year, I want to do 300 million, 500 million, you need to understand that thunder and the light here we are seeing in this place are the same electricity. But when thunder, the only thing that thunder does is just make sound. But when you channel the electricity through wires and cables, you get results like the lights we are seeing here. If your energies and activities in 2020, you don't deliberately say, I need to channel it through a cable called Visco products. I need to make sure that all my energy are channeled towards making this product sell in my territory. It means that at the end of 2020, you might look around and ask yourself, what have I achieved this year? And it's also about you looking at your performance in 2019. Like he said, not all products are for everybody. The mistake you make is for you not to know the products that are for you. For some of you, it might be the alpha beta that is best for you. Some, it might be the rabeprazole. It's for you to understand this is where I make it the most and channel all your results, all your energy towards those areas. One of the advice I gave the MD last 2 years is select your first 11. It's not all products you need to have on ground at all times. List out your top 11 and say all my energies are going to be channeled towards these products in 2019. And he did it in 2019. He gave me results, so he's now made it a standard for 2020. The same thing applies for each and every one of you. You need to say, looking at all these Visco products that I deal with, my top 11 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that even if they are telling you that we are bringing in maybe which other one now? Let me use Visco trips, and you've checked it in my first 11, there's none there. When they are talking about it, you won't even make any contribution there. But your own first 11 might be this pre-done, because you know that this is the one I sell the most and this is the one I get the most results from, even before it comes in. Because one thing you need to understand is what might be in your first 11 might not be his own first 11. Now it's for you now to know your own first 11, and on a one-on-one basis, Oga, this product, how we go do it? It's for you now to know how to be tuning him as MD, so that he will be focused, channeling energy on your own personal first 11. Because he as the MD has selected the one that are his own, it doesn't mean that those are your, assuming you don't sell injections, and in his own lineup, the 5 injections are his own first 11. It's for you to know your own first 11 and find a way of getting him to invest in your own first 11. Meaning that if you have looked at the product that you sell the most, anytime you are making payment, say, Oga, This payment I'm making to you is for you to ensure that this spread is on ground. So that it's not that just he calls you, we've not gotten any alert for Makurdi. You just make payment. You need to know your first 11. And when you are making payment, say, Oga, I'm sending this money now. In fact, I'm going around to collect more. But make sure that this card doesn't finish. Because you are channeling your own resources to what is benefiting you. He might be forced. It's somebody that is on bench that moves to becoming regular first 11 player. So if you now say, this is the one that gives me the first result, and you are pushing it and you're sending more money there, he has no choice than to move that one into his own first 11 too. But if you say, because the company say this is one that we are selling the most, and you are not checking yourself that this year I want to make a turnover of 100 million or 200 million for this year, then all you'll be doing is running a circle, and at the end of the day you might just look, what did I achieve?